Good morning, students. Today I will start lesson number 4, evolution. Just a minute. Let me share the screen. Yes. Can you see the screen clearly? Okay. Thank you, all of you. Now, today our fourth lesson, we are going to start. First of all, let me inform you what is the meaning of evolution, what it means. Then afterwards, we will learn some stages, some concepts. Okay. But we have to just know the meaning of evolution. Evolution means simply in a single word, we can say it is development of plants, animals, etc. Development overall. Okay. As in our last lesson, we actually learned the living living things like plants, animals, human beings, everything on the earth, as earth is the third planet on the earth, and how the earth formed. All these things we learned in our lesson number 3. So today we will learn about the evolution. I said you it is simply means a development. So in this, the first we have to just learn the concept of evolution. What is actually the concept of this evolution? And the second one, stages. Evolution, stages of animals and apes. These are the three things we are going to learn in this lesson. Okay. So first, concept of evolution. The word evolution is generally understood to mean gradual and continuous changes. Yes, I said this development. It means last how our forefathers used to live. Like the same way we are not living. Our lifestyle completely changed. So it's a continuous change. It is a continuous change. So we have to understand. Gradually means continuously we are just changing. And we changed also. How we changed? Now you see in many of changes you can find not only in the human beings but in plants, animals all over the world. And the world can be explained in the following manners because development we are seeing. Last years we took our study offline, and now in this lockdown we are continuously busy with our studies online. Changes and continuous it's changing. Day by day our technology is improving. So in this process of survival by adapting to environmental changes, certain internal physical changes occur in some animals or species also. Like human beings, we find these changes, certain internal physical changes in humans also, but in a period time. And these internal changes completely become inherited characteristics seen. Okay. Generations. You can find out in the generation way. So new species with characteristics, species means different things which are actually like suppose plant species we learn. So that is a species word. But we changed here completely. Day by day our improvement we are finding. Okay, all over it is in the world. So this thing we are observing, and a new species with different characteristics. As I said you, once again I am repeating, it is species means it is a group of plants or animals that are all the same and then can breed together. Okay. This is known as about species. From the original may be created. Yes, from the original only they can be created. Now here, such as now you see this, and afterwards you find the changes. Various species of dinosaurs. Different. Now you see how here a dinosaur is. Like this way in human being also you will find. Some are tall ones, some are short ones, some black, some white. You can find it different species. So like this way, but the species here we are today learning about the animals and plants. Okay, this is a dinosaur images you can see here. Now you see all are dinosaurs only, but it in a various species. This is actually I want to inform you. Okay, so this is the concept of evolution. Understood? This is the concept of. Some of these dinosaurs were enormous in size. Okay, some of these dinosaurs are enormous in size. It appears that these species of enormous dinosaurs suddenly became extinct. Some sudden natural disaster or environmental change is believed to be responsible for their extinction. Fossils of dinosaurs with wings have been discovered. It is believed that some species of two-legged and winged dinosaurs evolved into birds. Okay. Now you see, some of these dinosaurs were enormous. Enormous means very big or very great. So some dinosaurs are very big in size. All of you just note down the meanings also, whatever I am explaining in the lesson. Enormous means very big in size, and it appears that these species of, means dinosaurs species of enormous dinosaurs suddenly became extinct. Okay, suddenly, on of sudden it happened. Understood? Suddenly they extinct. Then some sudden natural disaster or environmental change is believed. Okay. And now you see, when this suddenly this dinosaurs extinct. Extinct means it is used about a type for a longer time. Okay, for a longer time. After suddenly disaster means completely collapsed, or you can say it's a environmental change also. Nowadays we can say that also. Okay. Fossils of dinosaurs. Fossils of dinosaurs with wings have been discovered. Some scientists say that fossils of dinosaurs means they just converted into some birds because they got their wings and flew away from here. Understood? Some scientists say, and some says those are extinct. Those are disaster. Okay. Some says differently and some says they are by their own, actually what the here scientists say. But it's a history. We can't find a proof exactly. Whatever it is written, we have to just accept it. Okay. So this is the believed. These are the species that we believed that after some time, they actually converted. When they converted this species into two-legged and they got the wings. So dinosaurs evolved into the birds. Some scientists say like this. Okay. Even we can, some says that Some dinosaurs actually turned into some rocks also. Here, fossils. Fossils meaning is it's some animals. They actually after living a thousand years, they turned into rock. Okay, they dead and they converted into rock. And some scientists says that their species, when they got only the two legs, first they were having, you can see in this, first they were having their four legs, and afterwards their front two legs become very short, so they used to walk by using their back two legs only. And after that they actually turned into a rock, and some says they got their wings and two legs, so they converted into the birds and moved and they flied. Okay, this is here, you can see here in the image, this is the completely skeleton of a dinosaur. Okay, this is the skeleton of a dinosaur. Now the second one, just we will just see the stages of evolution of animals. In this first, it is over, which I explained you. Okay, this point, the concept of evolution is over. And here the second one, the stages. Stages means steps. Stages of evolution of animals. We have learned in the previous lesson that life on earth began with unicellular organisms known as protozoa. Yes, I explained you protozoa is a tiny creature. You can find it in the water bodies, and they are very tiny, very small, so we cannot see our naked eyes. We have to use the microscope to see these unicellular organisms. These unicellular organisms gave rise to multicellular things. Okay, these unicellulars only gives us the rise in a multicellular living things. Now the multicellular organisms evolved and various classes of plants and animals came into being. Okay, these first we will find a protozoa, that is a tiny organism on the water bodies, Then afterwards, these only unicellular organisms converts into a multicellular things. These multicellular organisms again gradually you can find out in various classes of plants and animals. Okay, the following are the stages of these are the following stages of evolution of animals. Okay, you can see here some are reptiles, animals which crawl. For example, a snake, yes, it crawls. Okay, it crawls. Here mammals, example a cow. Okay, so here this is the reptile. Here also some are there. First one is invertebrates. Invertebrates means what? The animals without a backbone. They don't have the backbone. That type of animals are called invertebrates. Here picture is given of a snail. Snail don't have a backbone. Even human beings and animals also have their backbones. But this snail do not consider a backbone. The such type of animals are called invertebrates. Okay, animals without a backbone are called invertebrates. For example, snail. Okay, now we will learn vertebrates. Animals which have a backbone. Animals which is having a backbone, those are called vertebrates. And here example also given. Okay, fish. Yes, you can see fish is a aquatic animal. Aquatic animal means, aqua means water. Aquatic animals means lives in a water. That's why these animals, the animals who live in water is called aquatic animal. Okay. For example, fish. Now we will just learn amphibians. Amphibians are animals which live both water as well as on land, like frog. You can find in summers also, you can find in the monsoon, winter, because frogs you can see uh, on the water and on land also. Frogs you can see in water as well as on land. That's why the animals which live in water and on land is called amphibians. Once again, I will repeat these things. Invertebrates. What is the meaning of invertebrates? Invertebrates means animals without a backbone are called invertebrates. For example, snail. And vertebrates, animals which have a backbone are called vertebrates. Here, aquatic animal. Why we called fish as an aquatic animal? Because it lives in water. So that's why animals which lives in water are called aquatic animals. Example, fish. But here don't be in a confusion because frog is a amphibian. Why we call frog as an amphibian? Because animals which live in water and also on land are called amphibians. For example, frog. Here this is a bird. Birds are considered mammals. They comes under in a mammals category because they lay eggs. Okay, they lay eggs, they suckle their young ones also. Okay, understood? Why the birds are called mammals? Why they are mammals? I said you that birds comes under a comes under in a mammals because they lay eggs. Okay, they lay eggs. And they suckle their young ones. Suckle means, what is the meaning of suckle, you know? Means the baby or young animals from their breast. From their breast, okay? They feed. They feed their young ones, okay? So that I said you, what is the meaning of suckle? Suckle means they feed a baby or their young ones from their breast. Mammals. Why mammals are the most evolved animals among vertebrates? The following are the characteristics of most of the mammals. I grew up the baby in the mother's womb for some time before birth. Second, then the baby is fed on the mother's milk for some time after birth. Now you see, here cow also comes under in mammals. Mammals means, I said you, they suckle their babies. So among these, there are some following characteristics why they are in mammals. Because they grow the baby completely in their mother's womb like human beings and for some time only, okay? And they even feed their baby. Who? The mother feed their baby with the milk for some time after the birth only. After the birth, like birds do it, okay? This is the, I just explained you about the mammals. In mammals, you find an example of cow. Understood? So next lesson we will continue. Same lesson we will continue in our next class. Till that time, you just read this lesson. Thank you.